Hey everyone, this is Manny Wan. So for August I have a couple of contemporaries that involve a boy and a girl. First up I have Never Always Sometimes by Alsaid. So Dave and Julia are BFFs about to enter high school and they make a list of high school cliches that they will never become. So fast forward to senior year and they're kind of wondering how the other side's been living, and they decide to do all of the things on this list of cliches, which, pushes them out of their comfort zone, and they start to learn a little bit more about themselves and their relationship. I also have Bright Lights, Dark Nights by Stephen Emond. So Walter's kind of a loner and he's just trying to get through high school, with no dramas. But his life gets a little shake-up when he meets Naomi and they start falling in love. Plus, Walter and Naomi bond over the mutual love of the Foo Fighters! There's also a little bit of tension because Walter is white and Naomi is black, and a racial scandal breaks out.
Hey everyone, Jenny here, and for August I have the super awesome, the long-awaited, and the gigantic LAIR of Dreams by Libba Bray. It's finally here, and it is well worth the wait. So we're back in 1920s New York City, and Evie is enjoying her newfound fame, plus a lot of booze, as America's sweetheart seer. She's got her own radio show, and nothing is going to bring her down. Unfortunately, there is a mysterious sleeping sickness that's trapping people in the dream world. It's taking over the entire city, everyone's in a panic, and no one knows what to do. So Evie, the rest of the gang from the first book, plus a couple of new characters, find themselves walking the dream world to try to figure out who or what is responsible for this incredible evil. It's deliciously creepy. Libba Bray's really outdone herself with creating a sense of place. Her prose is gorgeous, and frankly I liked it better than the first Diviner's novel. So I hope you'll join me in grabbing a flask, grabbing this book, and fangirling immediately.
Hey y'all, Sarah here. Happy August. You know what's weird about being an adult? And by weird, I mean awesome. So August for kids means back to school. But for adults, it means nothing. So no homework, no teachers, no books, no dirty looks. Just kidding about the books. Of course there's books! This month I'm reading 6 Impossible Things by Fiona Wood, who is actually Australian, which is great because I love Australian YA. I don't know why, I just do. But it's really the premise of this book that got me hooked. I'm just going to read you the back because I really can't sum it up better than the publisher probably spent 3 months writing this blurb. Here we go. Nerd boy Dan is not quite coping with about 1 million problems, including a reversal of family fortune, moving, new school hell, a mother with a failing wedding cake business, a just-out gay dad, and a massive crush on Estelle, the girl next door. His life is a mess, but for now he's narrowed it down to just 6 impossible things. Yeah, it sounds like Dan's got a lot going on, and I can't wait to read about it. P.S. Wedding cake business? I have a feeling this book's going to make me really hungry.
Hey everyone, happy August. It's Mandy C here with my TBR picks for, August. So I actually don't have a ton of books coming out in August to review, but September is going to be a huge busy month, and I do have a ton of books on my TBR list from previous months and previous years. As you can see behind me, not all of those have been read, so I'll be using the rest of the month to play catch up. One of the books I'm really excited to read this month is A History of Glitter and Blood. It's by Moskowitz. It is a fairy story, but not your typical fairy story. This isn't a fairy tale. This is war. The chunks of fairy that ended up in gnome stomachs, yes, I said gnome stomachs, were reasonable collateral damage. Fairies had gnomes to drive their buses and sweep their streets. Sometimes some limbs had to be sacrificed to keep all that. Call it a tax. So that's basically all that's on the back of the book. Very intriguing for sure. I'm looking forward to checking this one out. The second book I want to talk about today is Of Dreams and Rust by Sarah Fine. It's the sequel to Of Metal and Wishes, which I read and reviewed last year. I really enjoyed it. It's sort of a unique retelling in the sense that this isn't a retelling of a fairy tale. The first book was a retelling of the Phantom of the Opera. I don't really know how this one's gonna turn out. And I'm not going to give any spoilers for what happened in the first book, so you'll just have to read it to find out.